who don't know, all they gotta do to get some clicks is say, "Oh, she got the job because she's a woman," right? Oh, ESPN woke again and all the other stuff. And to me, if you like I said before, if you don't like what happened to Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy, I understand. I totally get it.
Okay.
But the problem is that you can't discredit people who actually earned their way by just saying, "Oh, she got it because she's this, or she got it because she's that." Like, to me, that's disingenuous, and you're just lying. And I don't feel like I'm not interested in entertaining people who are just gonna who are just lying, just for the
Yeah.
sake of lying. So like I said, I wasn't upset with you under any circumstances.
Well, no. Come on, Hoovy. You said in the private chat, and this is the reason why I wanted to address this, from before. I wanted to let everybody know that there's no beef going on with me and Hoovy 186. There's no beef, there's no animosity towards each other. But you did say that you annoyed me. I annoyed you, or I got you a little upset because you said I gave these guys a platform or a voice.
Yeah, that's a criticism. That's a criticism, but that's not me being mad at you. That's a criticism. That's not me being mad at you.
You said in the chat that what got you upset was that I gave these guys a
No,
platform.
what got me upset was them lying and giving them a platform to hear their lie when I know they're lying. Like when you know that someone is just full of shit, then I don't want to have a conversation with that person. I don't want to entertain what they have to say. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew what they were saying was bullshit. All you had to do was if you're someone who claimed to watch ESPN all those years like Dreamer claimed he does, and in the case of Jason Whitlock, he was at the network when Doris was there. He was at the network when she was there.
Mm-hmm.
And so he knows how hard she works. She knows that she had climbed her way to the top to where she's at now. And for him, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can finish. You can finish.
All right. Let me just finish it real quick. So for him to say that doesn't surprise me, but it also tells me, which I've been new of him, that he's not interested in having an actual conversation. He's there to do is just appease his fan base. That's all he's there to do.
Here's the thing, right? Mm-hmm. Remember when we was talking about this last week, and then he mentioned, like, at the end of the video before we moved on, where he said that there was a case to where the entire production staff, was all women, and your response was, "Oh, who cares? Mm-hmm. Now, like, I'm gonna have to say, my bad, because I wanted to do the research, and then I just forgot. I didn't go and try and check to see if that was legitimate or not. But you said it probably was.
Yeah.
Now
they probably did it during Women's History Month or something like that.
It was Women's History Month. We have a Women's History Month
or something like that. Something a holiday involving women.
I never heard of that, but in any case, though, he brought up that point, right? Mm-hmm. He brought up that point, and there's been other people who brought up points of how they are constantly trying to promote or push women to do this, to do that, and what have you. So their point is, they already have the ESPN seems to already have a track record of whether it's protecting the women, or whether it's pushing women to I mean, not to success to a degree, but to push them to where it will be at the expense of a man. And if what they're saying is true, that there's a track record of ESPN doing this, And if they feel that Doris is also a part of is also under that umbrella, then again, I don't think that's what happened. But but can you actually see what they're trying to say at the very least? Because since now that ESPN have a track record of doing this, and
No.
even if you say that you don't care about the whole women thing, about there was a whole bunch of, most of the production staff was all women. Even if you say, well, I don't care about that, it still doesn't dismiss the fact that what they did is true. Like, they put all those women there at the expense of the men. We could still criticize that and say, well, that's not cool for what ESPN did.
What is there to criticize?
That they intentionally did that at the expense of the men.
So they had a broadcast where all women were in charge. Okay, and
where's the consistency? Where's the consistency on your part? If that's something like that were to happen and they were all white males, you would have said that was the problem.
I mean, I guarantee you they've had that before.
But
I guarantee that's happened at that network.
Okay, but you would have said that's a problem, and not just you. A lot of people would have said, that would be a huge problem.
I mean,
we still dealing with that right now when it comes to NFL as far as coaches and owners. Mm-hmm. So why is it when it comes to this that we should just have a nonchalant attitude?
Is it one broadcast?
I have no idea. This is why I said I
if it's one broadcast, then who cares? If it's one broadcast, then who cares? Like, the reason why the NFL thing is more important is because those guys are important or like important figures. They're gonna be there every weekend unless they get fired or whatnot. And those are high important jobs. Really, what they did what they did a couple weeks ago was probably like a one-time thing.
But you don't know that for sure.
I mean, I've never heard of it until now. You didn't hear about it until Dreamer said it.
I was convinced that he told the truth because you said it was probably true.
It probably did happen. But I'm saying if it's one broadcast and I'm going to assume that every woman there have earned their right to that spot, then why am I getting pissed off over it?
If it's truly 100% all women that's there, we know that was all propaganda and nothing more. I don't want to hear anything about they deserve that spot. It was complete propaganda. That's what it was. Now again, I don't know if that is 100% true or not, but now if it is true, yes, I could see why people have a huge problem with that. It's not cool.
Well, why is it not cool?
Because because they purposely did that at the expense of the men that's there. If you are going to have 100% women, obviously you're going to get rid of the men, yes or no?
I mean, to do what, one show?
To get rid of the men, yes or no?
To do one show?
You don't know if it's just one show.
Steve,
he said, I don't want to go back to the audio because you're going to get pissed off. But he said they were pushing for all women to be at that production site. He didn't say if it was for one show. He didn't say that.
I mean, how would he know? He never worked there. If they're doing something special for Women's History Month or whatever, it's likely it was done for one show.
I highly doubt it was Women's History Month. But I mean, look,
Steve, they have tons and tons and tons of different shows on the network. They have tons and tons of different people working around that network. They do a whole bunch of stuff. Like, to be concerned over a man or all women doing how dare they and all the other shit. Like, I don't have time to entertain these fucking morons. I don't have time for it, because at the end of the day, look, here's the reality of the situation. In that sports market, the men dominate.
You know why that is?
Because they're the one that's gotten most of the chances.
You think that's the reason?
I mean, that's the main reason. And to be honest with you, there really is nothing wrong with that. But the thing that I'm confused by is that when a woman gets an opportunity to shine, all we have is you have a segment of the population who shits on them, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later. You have a segment of the population who do nothing but shit on women. We shit on them for being for being too pretty. We shit on them for being too ugly. We shit on them for being in sports. We shit on them for every fucking thing except for when they cook and clean. That's when those niggas shut up. When they cook and clean, that's when they shut the fuck up.
That is so not true, dude. That that's
am I talking to you?
No, that is all far-fetched because right now women have the opportunities to work and be CEOs and do
what are you getting upset about? I wasn't talking about you.
No, but no. I'm just talking about overall. I'm not getting upset over anything. But for you to say that, they get upset when men get upset for them being too pretty or too this or too that.
Am I lying?
Yes, because you admittedly had said that when it comes to sports, it's pretty much dominated by men, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Same thing happened. Same thing for most trade jobs. There's a lot of different fields that's out there where it's majority by men. Engineering, all that stuff, etc., HVAC, plumbing, all of that is pretty much dominated by men. Video games mainly dominated by men. Sports mainly dominated by men. Just because you see that in all different areas, that doesn't mean we're intentionally suppressing the women so they don't get the opportunity.
So
the thing is,
let me ask you a question.
Men likes those type of things.
So let me ask you a question. If that's the case, then why is it that everyone is upset about what Doris Burke?
Because they feel that they've intentionally fired Mark Jackson so that Doris Burke could get that spot.
Well, the funny thing is that I listened to a podcast and Doris Burke is not the reason why Mark Jackson got fired.
Was it because of Jeff Van Gundy?
No.
Well, what was it?
Because of Doc Rivers.
Well, I think I said that in the chat also. That it was.
Okay, but did Dreamer mention Doc Rivers?
I can't remember, and I'm not going.
What about Jason Whitlock?
I'm not going to go back.
What about Jason Whitlock?
I don't think he did.
Okay. I don't think so. Instead of going after someone who wasn't at the network, right?
Well, he's been in finals. He commentated finals before. Remember, he commentated the Lakers in Detroit.
Not for ESPN.
It was for ABC.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago, and he wasn't. And at that point in time, he wasn't an employee. Doris Burke was an employee.
Okay.
She's been there for years. She was on the number 2 team, and they promoted her to the number 1 team. And the only person they talk about is her, and not Mark, and not Doc Rivers. Come on.
First off, I had already told you my piece. I prefer Jeff over Doris and Doc Rivers.
That's fine. I'm not talking about that. That's fine. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the 2 guys that you mentioned, who their main focus was on Doris Burke, and not the actual hire that they would have been upset with.
Well, hold on. Before we continue, this is what I also share in the chat. Hang on a second.
Doris Burke and hired Doc Rivers to ESPN to replace Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy. That sounds like an absolutely fucking terrible plan, to be honest with you. I think Doris Burke is good. As someone who knows the game, she's great as a silent reporter. I don't think she's good calling games. I don't care what level it's at. I can't stand when Doris Burke is calling games. And to add the fucking voice of Doc Rivers in there sounds like
he said more stuff, but here's another individual who complained about Doris Burke and he complained about Doc Rivers. So what are you? So now there is somebody who also complained about both. So what's the issue with that?
I don't give a shit who that person. I don't care.
But hold on. You say you don't care, but you kept on saying, "Oh, no, nobody's mentioning Doc Rivers. Nobody's mentioning Doc Rivers." Well,
I'm talking about the two guys that you brought. I'm talking about the two guys you brought to my attention. Now I don't know who the fuck that guy is, but if that's his opinion. That's his opinion. That's his opinion. But the focus for Whitlock and the focus for Dreamer was Doris Burke. Yes or no?
Okay.
Not one of the. I mean, you said that you didn't hear them mention Doc Rivers. You didn't hear Whitlock mention Doc Rivers, and there's a reason why they didn't. Because their audience wants to hear them shit on Doris Burke. And be like, oh, it's a diversity hire, even though she's been at that network already. Like you pointing out some random guy mentioning Doc Rivers. Yeah, I'm glad he mentioned Doc Rivers. I'm glad he did. And if you don't like Doris Burke commentary, that's fine too. That's fine. I don't like Steve. Like that part. That was never my argument. My argument is that they are discrediting her work just so that they can get a cheap pop from the sexes that listen to them. They are purposely discrediting her just so that they can get a cheap pop from the sexes that listen to them.
From the sexes that listens to them. Oh, movie, man. Oh, gosh. Okay.
I mean, that's how I feel. It is what it is. I mean, is there anything else to add?
I mean, no. Look. I had already needed to say what I wanted to say. That if ESPN have a track record of constantly promoting women and things like that, they have if what they all are saying is true, that ESPN has a track record of doing that, then you can't. What I'm saying is, then you cannot say that what they're saying is dumb or stupid if they are basing it in history, recent history.
So like who's the highest paid who's the highest paid personality at that network?
I would probably say Breen.
No, it's probably not Breen.
You don't think
it's probably McCaffrey.
Okay.
Followed by Stephen A. Like you think that
Stephen A. commentates?
No, man, I'm not talking about commentary. I'm talking about personality in the network.
Oh, okay. Personality in the network. Okay.
Yeah, and then Stephen A. is probably up there. Troy Aikman is up there. Joe Buck is up there. Yeah, Joe Buck is up there. They're all men.
And I think Joe Buck sucks. But go ahead.
Perfectly fine. But they're all men. Like a business has the right to promote or demote anybody that they want. They choose. They so fit. Like they're always going to, like, the thing that I find so stupid about what you just said is that you're only pointing to the women getting promoted when all the top earners are men.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, and then you point out women like Malika Andrews, who you don't like, Molly Karam, who you don't like.
No.
I'm I'm sorry, bro, but so like not everyone feels the way that you do.
I believe that most people feel the exact same.
The people who you search for probably feel the way that you do.
No.
At the end of the day, they're there for a reason.
Even you said that.
What?
Even you said that. Even you have said that Molly is annoying. But your defense.
I never said anything about Molly. Anything.
Yes, you did. You said, because this was a long time ago, but when I was pretty much exposing how she likes to be annoying and how she tries to talk over everybody and how people in the same network was annoyed by her. You said she's annoying, but that's what ESPN wants. ESPN wants
they want
the reaction.
No, they don't want her being a mute. They don't want her being a mute.
That's not what you said. You said the reaction that I gave and the reaction that millions of people were giving, you said that's what ESPN wants.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you admitting
and I said but I never said anything about her being annoying. I never said that. And even if she is annoying, that's what they want. They don't want her being a mute. And truth be told, that's what a lot of the men who follow Whitlock, Travis, and all the other red pill dipshits, that's what they want. They want the woman to be a mute. They just want her to look good and be a mute. That's it.
No. They don't want women to be a mute. They want the ones who don't know what they're talking about to be a mute. If you don't know what you're talking about,
okay. And then Doris,
that's why I like that's why I crap, now I forgot her name.
Okay. Doris Burke, was she talking about, yes or no?
Yes.
Then why are they going after her then?
Look, I already told you. Okay, I'm telling you. They are going on history why.
And I'm telling you, it doesn't. Because here's my problem. It don't. The history. It's a fucking lie. It don't fucking exist.
You just said that. That it probably happened. Now it's a lie.
What probably happened? What probably happened?
Of the network having a whole bunch of women and not one man that was there.
Steve, stop going over that, because that's irrelevant. They have male producers, they have female producers.
Now it's irrelevant.
Yes, it is irrelevant.
You need to address that. You need to address that.
I don't need to address shit. No, let me tell you something right now. Let me tell you something right now. I don't need to address jack shit. Okay? Because at the end of the day, I know what goes. I have an idea what goes on at that network. They have a bunch of fucking people working there. So why would I give two flying fucks if they have one show about all women being on the network? And it says it right here. You said, and he said it right here. Yo said it right there. They have a Women's History Month. He says it right there. They have a Women's History Month. So obviously they're going to do something regarding the women.
They have a History Month in ESPN.
What the fuck are you talking about?
They have a Women's History Month. They did that on ESPN. That's what you're saying?
Maybe not. I don't know.
So now, okay. So what he says is fact. Now it's a maybe, and now I don't know. Okay, have no. Let's go.
No. You are purposely not hearing what I'm saying.
You said first. You said.
No. Stop.
I want to say that.
I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Here's the problem that I'm having with you right now. You brought this shit up again when I didn't want to talk about it again. I thought you were going in a different direction. What you're doing is now you're defending them while saying I have to address something that I don't have to fucking address. Okay? It was one fucking show. Who fucking cares? Who cares? Do they or do they not have no producers at that show? Yes or no? Answer the question. Steve. I will let you talk. But answer my question first. I'm gonna ask you a series of questions. Do they have no producers at that network? Yes or no?
Of course they do.
Okay. They have no hosts in that network? Yes or no?
Are all the hosts women? I think all the hosts are women.
Oh my god. So who hosts SVP?
I don't watch that, so I don't know.
Who hosts it? You don't have to fucking watch it to know who hosts it. Who hosts the network? Who hosts the show?
I don't watch the show at all.
SVP, you don't know what SVP is.
I don't watch it, bro. I'm telling you, I don't watch it.
See, and this is why I don't like having these type of conversations, because you're telling me one thing when you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. The guy who hosts the show is Scott Van Pelt, who's a man.
Okay, so
the guy who hosts one of the top morning shows, First Take, is a man.
So how does that relate to
you said
how does that relate to the whole women's month?
I asked you how many do they have male hosts? Yes or no? You said, I don't know. What we can do? I don't know.
And I said,
how am I going to have a conversation with you when you don't even know any of the information that's out there?
How is it that you're going to ask me a question? Do they have a male host in all these shows when I don't watch all of these shows? So I'm supposed to watch every single one of these shows and know the answer if there's a man or a woman host when I don't watch the show in the first place. That's by you.
That every host is a woman. That's
by you. This is the reason why that you yourself don't even know what you're talking about. Because first you said that what Jabana said was a fact. Then you turn around and say, "Oh, I don't know. Oh, maybe. Oh, possibly." So you don't even know what you're talking about, dude. And you could curse and yell all you want to. You could do that all you want, but you clearly don't know what you're talking about. I'll go and I'll check and this and that. You didn't know what you're talking about.
Either. You're the one that fucking said that. You said you were going to go and check, and you didn't do that. Maybe you're too busy. That's fine. You're the one that wanted to bring this topic up again.
I wanted to bring up the audio that you had shared. That's what I wanted to talk about.
Okay, and then why are we here now?
I don't know. I was the only thing that I wanted to address was addressing the people thinking that you was all upset with me. That's all I wanted to address. I don't know how we got back to the talking about Dreamers Pro. All I wanted to talk about was that we were fine. That's it.
So let me ask you.
So all of this was just a waste of time because all I wanted to do was inform everybody that we were good. That you were a little upset with me about what happened last week.
Last week I wasn't upset. Now I'm upset with you now because you're bringing this shit back up.
You brought it up.
And what you're saying, you're telling me that I have to address one random show on probably Women's History Month. Like, why would I address it? I didn't fucking watch. I don't fucking care. It had nothing to do with it. They just used it as one of their talking points to shit on women. That's it. I know that. The fact is, you don't know that because you're too gullible. You're too gullible. And that's fine. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, I don't have to address shit because I know what they're doing. I know what they're doing. Like I'm supposed to address it so I could give them credence and give them credibility. Fuck them. Fuck all of them. I don't have to give them any type of shit. I don't fucking care what they think about anything. I don't. Why? Because I know they're full of shit. I know they are. Even if what they're saying is true and in the magical world that they're true, how did that apply to Doris Burke? How does it apply to her? You want to talk about other people on the network? Be my fucking guest. I don't fucking care. But does it apply to Doris? No. Then why am I supposed to address it? I'm waiting. You can talk now. Go ahead.
Oh, I can talk now, or are you going to keep going?
Go ahead.
Okay, so I can talk now.
Hey, don't patronize me. Say what you guys say, please.
Okay, so I could talk now. I appreciate that I could talk. I had already addressed that, and you said that you don't care. So there's really no point of even trying to answer.
I answered that question for you. They're full of shit. If having a whole bunch of women on be part of a broadcast that you didn't watch offends you, then I mean, what am I supposed to do?
No.
What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to tuck you in. I'm supposed to say it'll be all right and tuck you in at night. No. If you have a problem, it's your problem.
He said he did watch it.
Okay, then fine.
He said he did watch it. So
Okay.
if he is going to compile all what happened in recent history of ESPN, promoting women, which pissed you off, of having a whole bunch of women it pissed you off when he said that.
Yeah. Because men and women get promoted.
Okay,
Men and women get promoted.
No. He said that ESPN was intentionally trying to push women at the expense of the men.
How does he know that?
That's what he said.
That's what. How do you know he's telling the truth?
Okay, if that's true, is that cool?
No, it's not true. If it's cool, but how do I know that a liar is lying? How do I know if a liar is telling the truth?
I mean, if you think that he's lying, that's fine. If you think he's lying, that's fine. I mean, I don't have a problem if you
because I look at what the fucking idiot said, and then I look at the fact that you have Pat McAfee, Stephen A. Smith, and countless others who are the top earners at the network who are men. So what the fuck is he talking about then?
Listen, I don't want to go back to the audio because it'll take too much time. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back to that audio.
Get to the audio that I shared a couple days ago.
I thought you had it because you the one that
I don't have it.
What can you? Are you able to find it? Because I don't know what link you went to obtain that audio. Because I think what I assume that you did, that you went to the link and then you just recorded it from your phone.
I'll look for it, even though you annoyed me to the point where I shouldn't have to, but I'll look for it.